Hello! It's now day 5 of the UK lockdown. We're filming this on Saturday the 28th of March 2020, and so far we're getting on okay because we were already home educating. The actual home learning bit is kind of business as usual for us, but the biggest difference is not going out to groups and clubs and classes and not seeing our friends. That bit is weird. Also, of course, I already spend a lot of time at home in the week practicing my flute for gigs at the weekends. So I've still been practicing my flute down in Flute Cave, which is actually a cellar. So far in the lockdown, I have been drinking too much tea and too much coffee. I'm awash. Our diets have kind of changed because I've been cooking and eating at home way more than we usually do. Lizzie and I normally eat out a lot because either we take a packed lunch to eat on the train on the way to a group or a class, or we eat out with our home educator friends. We might have lunch together, or we're like grabbing a sandwich quickly from Tesco's or a Subway sandwich or Greggs. We haven't had Greggs in ages. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, our diets have changed a bit. There's been a lot more home cooking going on. I have been out though. We had a bit of a drama. I ordered for my mother a parcel of food to come from a particular health food shop that she goes to quite frequently, and they mucked it up and they sent it here, and I'm like 20 miles from my mum and I would have to get 2 trains to take it to her, and she already had waited a week for this parcel to come, so I had to go out and brave the coronavirus, didn't I, and go to the post office with this parcel to get it sent on. So that cost me nearly 14 quid in extra postage. So I've emailed the company. I'm not cross with them because I actually spoke to them on the phone a few times because they were getting problems with certain items not being available. So they were saying that, you know, they'd never known a time like this when everybody was ordering stuff all at once, whereas they didn't used to send much out by mail order at all ever. So I can totally understand that they got themselves in a tizzy. It's tough times for everybody, and people that work in retail, fair play. Thank you so much to everybody that's continuing to work in retail, because it must be scary for you. The most frustrating part about it was poor old mum had to wait probably another week for her food to arrive. But anyway, now we hadn't been shopping for 8 days by this point, and we were out of fresh veg pretty much. As I was walking back from the post office, I happened to go past a much smaller sort of corner shop type shop, and it was deserted. There was nobody in there, and the shelves were bulging with good things to eat. So I thought, perhaps a good strategy is to go into the smaller shops if you've got to go, because they have a lower volume of human traffic in there during a 24-hour period. I think everyone's making a beeline for the really big stores so that they can get everything they need in one shop. So I went in, and what did I do? Did I come out with bags full of fresh produce? No, I did not. I did not go in there with a list because I wasn't expecting to go. I just went up and down the shelves and bought whatever I fancied, and I don't think there had been any fresh veg in there. And I came out with a load of really rubbish food. So that was a really wasted opportunity. I was really annoyed with myself. I think they didn't have any eggs, they didn't have any bread. I got milk. So I ended up with a Swiss roll, a muffin baking mix, which I never ever buy. I never get anything like this, but they didn't have any flour, of course, because it's sold out everywhere. I don't remember seeing any eggs, because I think if I'd have seen eggs, I'd have bought them. The reason I got this was not so that we could have muffins so much as poor Lizzie could do with a few more stimulating experiences, really, because we're not going out. I want to try and have some more sort of memorable hands-on physical experiences that she can do within the home context. So I figured baking would be something that we could add into the mix and see if she wants to do those later. I also ended up buying Angel Delight powder and jelly cubes. Likewise, thinking, well, she might enjoy doing something culinary while we're stuck at home. So that was an epic lockdown shopping fail. Totally impulsive, didn't organise it, didn't end up really very much better off than I was before. The next day I decided that Isabel needed more exercise than she was getting, so she wants to go on the scooters. So we went to the park, and on the way back we spied Lidl's, and Lidl's does nice fruit and veg, doesn't it? And it looked pretty quiet. There was no queue outside, and Isabel was saying, "Oh mummy, I really want some fresh vegetables for my dinner." And I was thinking, should limit going in shops. We haven't really done a proper shop for, I think it was like 10 days by this point, I think. And all I'd got was flipping jelly and stupid things from the happy shopper. So she persuaded me, possibly against my better judgment, to go into Lidl's. But I couldn't go straight in, because what they're doing is they had a member of staff, this lady was guarding the entrance, and she was only letting one person in as one person came out. So they were limiting the overall number of people in the shop at any one time. So I demonstrated my alcohol hand wash. I said, I'll do my hands first, because they didn't have any actually. I've heard that Tesco's and Asda's do, but Lidl's didn't. So I waited, and then a man came out, and I went in, and I just went around as quickly as I could and bought actual healthy things, which is really good. So now I've got loads of fruit and veg in my house, yay! I've been tending to be listening to the news bulletins while I've been washing up. It's become my new routine. I've had my Bluetooth speaker here on the windowsill and my phone propped up by there, so that's become a washing up ritual now. Look, there's my gorgeous girl with her headphones on, as always.
I like musicals.
I've been telling people how we are getting on now. We're into day 5 of the lockdown. How are you feeling?
We've been isolating for more than 5 days.
We have. We went out for a scooter ride though, and I went to Lidl, so I was telling them about that, and of course we went for the blood test. But apart from that, we've been home all the time. Oh, and the parcel. So how are you feeling, love?
Trapped!
Are you feeling trapped? What are you worried about particularly?
I don't like to think about it.
Just trying to put things out of your mind, a bigger picture. Have you been managing to keep in touch with your friends?
Yeah.
And how have you been doing that?
Been Skyping.
Yeah.
And Instagram messaging.
Yeah.
And text messaging and all that jazz.
Yeah, and are you managing to do that quite a lot, or is it just occasionally?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Every day?
Every day.
Throughout the day?
Yes.
Hopefully not when you're doing your school though.
Sometimes they message me during school, but I ignore it.
Hey Izzy, do you want to make those muffins later?
Yes.
I thought you might. The weather's gone a lot greyer today than it has been this week. I think we might have a negative consequence of all that lovely sunshine that we finally had after months of rain. I think it was quite bad timing, because what Brits do when there hasn't been any sun for ages and suddenly the sun comes out is they go outside in their droves, and there was a real problem last weekend with thousands of people heading out into the countryside and crowding there and all interacting closer than they should have been. So I think in the history books it'll say, and it so happened that there was the unfortunate timing of the good weather with needing to be inside. I feel like we're living in a history book at the moment, and that this is going to be studied for centuries to come. So, kind of weird. Alright, Izzy. Alright.
Eye drops time. This is upside down.
I know. Flip screen flips.
Well, eye drops time.
Oh, I dropped time, okay. Oh, sugar, I've just totally mixed a really full tube. I just squirted it all down her face.
The second you're in front of a camera, you can't do anything.
I can. There we are. I've listened to my updates now. I have been cleaning my kitchen and getting all the surfaces nice and hygienic. It's about 4:05 at the moment, And although it's the weekend, Izzy's doing an hour of maths for me today, and she's doing that right now. And when she's finished, we're planning to have a go at baking from a baking kit. When I got this back from the shop all excited, I was horrified to see that you needed an egg and milk. Isabel's actually golloped all the milk that I bought. She's gone absolutely berserk on it and got through all that in just a couple of days. I think that's just one of those things when something's restricted, all of a sudden you value it so much more and want to have a big binge on it, because she didn't have any for 8 days and she doesn't normally drink glass after glass of milk, but having not been able to have any, she just went mad. I was hoping to use this for the Angel Delight and the cakes, but we've got loads of soya milk, so we'll use that instead. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm going to make myself a cup now. I shall use my Portugal mug and dream of the time I can go back there again. I have no idea when that's going to be. Next thing to do is go and mark all the maths that Izzy did yesterday. It's never ending. Not quite, it's supposed to be metres squared. She's put centimetres squared. The number was right though. My daughter does not like using a ruler. This is an ongoing struggle. I've got everything ready for our big baking activity. All I need now is Isabel, but she's drawing and she says she's nearly finished. She's here! She's been doing a new cover for the new sketchbook because she finished her old A5 one up yesterday and now she's condemned to using an A4.
Even though I prefer A5 just because, I don't know why, I just prefer them.
It's an unboxing.
Look. And that on top.
Is that all that's in there?
Yeah.
Oh, need to read the instructions.
Preheat the oven to 190 degrees Celsius.
Well, I've kind of had to guess. This is guess mark 5, I have guessed. Because as you can see, the previous owner of the house cleaned the cooker so much that all the numbers have come off. That is gas mark 9 and off was up there somewhere, so I've just guessed. It's there. What do you have to do first then?
Place the muffin cases into a muffin tin. It can't be a cupcake, it has to be a muffin.
Well, this is the best we've got.
It said muffin, it's very specific. Empty the content of the muffin mix sachet into a bowl. Oh, it smells delicious. It actually smells like a ready-made muffin, which is probably why it smells like that.
I'm going to have a sniff. Yeah, you're right.
It's good, isn't it? Right there.
What's next?
Add 1 medium egg. Where's a fork?
You didn't need to put that in that bowl. I just put the egg in there so it didn't roll off the counter.
Well, I was going to go like...
I think the bowl's too small. Just chuck it in.
I don't know if we're supposed to.
Yeah, it's alright, you can beat it up in there.
I've got the egg yolk.
Come on!
Shell trick, who?
Oh, you've got all the,
got all the
whites
yolk.
out of you. You might run out, but I have another bottle. No, up to the top.
Okay. That's 1.
It's going to run out. But luckily, I have another teeny tiny one I got from the corner shop.
That is so cute.
I knew you'd approve. It's sealed inside.
Pull the ring.
There you go, love. What's next?
The milk. Semi-skim.
Well,
Skim.
you've got sweetened soya milk instead.
Well, I'm sure it's still be nice.
Any port in a storm.
7 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a little bit extra because I overdid the second one. A little bit less, I mean.
I do believe Izzy's wrists got a bit achy. She's delegated. Oh, it's very lumpy. Oh, that's chocolate chips.
It is?
Yeah, they're chocolate
That's
chips.
why it
muffins.
was lumpy.
Does Granny do this to get all air in it, like plop, plop, plop?
Yeah. I don't know if that's why she does it, but she does that.
Oh, that smells good. Can you smell that rich, chocolatey smell?
Okay, you can't smell it, but Just imagine a nice chocolate muffin, and that's what we are smelling. Okay, Mummy, don't overdo it. Divide the batter equally between the muffin cases. Place into the centre of the preheated oven and bake for 14 to 17 minutes.
Oh, I think we might need a bit of teamwork here, Izzy.
This is going to take a while.
Is that spoon too big and awkward?
Oh no!
Oh no, don't sneeze in the batter.
I didn't, I covered it. Got it.
A quick twist of the spoon seems to stop it, you know, all oozing down.
I went quickish. That one needs some more. That one up there. Wow! So much for your technique!
Oh no. Epic muffin case
You
thingy.
got too cocky.
Oh no.
You got confident.
At least it didn't go on your white dress. I've been
Yeah, I would
thinking
have
how
been,
clean it looks.
I would have been really annoyed.
All finished?
Yeah.
Shall I put them in the oven?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Let's hope this isn't too hot. Centre of the oven, it said, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because you know that top gets the hottest.
Yeah.
Because heat rises. I completely forgot about the cakes. It's like nearly 20 past. So I can't smell them. Oh! They're not, I don't know, we need a skewer.
Well, yeah. Did you not expect them to grow? Cakes grow. That's what they do.
My oven is so rubbish.
That's
Would you like to skewer them?
I will do the honours. I will stab them with pleasure.
Okay, and
Said no one ever.
see if anything is stuck.
This is definitely not cooked.
Oh, definitely not cooked. No, right, let's shut that oven door and give them a
That
bit
means
longer.
it's going to get even bigger.
I don't know, maybe it's not up high enough. Let's turn the oven up a little bit. Because it is guess mark, not gas mark after all.
True. And
Okay.
after this, we're going to get our dinner.
Oh yeah, you're hungry, aren't you? Yeah, well we can leave the oven on. We're going to have oven chips and stuff today, aren't we?
Because we're so healthy, cooking cakes and having oven food.
I've got Izzy on putting oven food on the tray duty. How are you getting on, Iz?
It is master puzzle working to find where it slots in.
Oh really?
Yes.
How unique. I think that's probably well enough.
One more for good measure.
Okay. Izzy's off back to carry on with her cover design. Is that a cover design?
Yeah, it's a cover. And then I'm going to laminate it and glue it onto this bit.
They've been in there about half an hour now and they're still not quite done. There was still the tiniest bit of cake mixture came out on the skewer, so I'll give them a few more minutes. I am going to saute some mushrooms, leeks and pak choy for our vegetable component of our meal tonight. And I am also going to be a real pig and have a couple of fried eggs because I haven't had fried eggs in so long. I've really started to enjoy cooking during the lockdown because, as I was saying earlier, I don't usually be at home 7 days a week to cook dinner, and quite often we're grabbing a sandwich from Tesco's or eating a packed tea that we've packed earlier. So it's actually really nice to have that daily ritual of cooking every single day. They're done. Oh, they don't look too bad, do they? They'll be nice later. I decided I didn't need the leeks on this occasion because that looks like quite a lot of veg there for 2 people. Mind you, it could boil down to nothing, couldn't it? Do you know, I think I'm going to sneak a cheeky leek in. Sneak a cheeky leek! Hooray! Sounds like one of those phrases we've been analysing in poetry. There we are, I've added me cheeky leeks. They are very good for the gut, you know. Leeks and onions and garlic, they help the microbes that you want down there to colonise. They're like a fertiliser for them or something. It smells really good. Oh, so good. I love pak choy actually. I don't think to get it, but of course they had it in Lidl's, didn't they, the other day, so I grabbed it. I told you it would boil down. Here's Izzy's din-dins ready for her. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!